하실 게임은 스탠리 패러블이라는 게임입니다.
Stanley stepped into the Stanley just sat around. Stanley walked upstairs. Stanley was in such a rush. Stanley is quite a boy. Stanley for the first Stanley realized Stanley had never seen Stanley knew the office. Stanley can't Stanley just Stanley was making Stanley. Oh, come now. You don't want it to end already, do you? Why don't we begin again? Wait, how did you do that? This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
왼쪽 문으로 들어가 주지.
Keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be?
책상
In
뒤에
fact, this
키패드.
keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet.
4845.
And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret pin number.
845.
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
헐. 어디야. 무서워. 그거 같다. 판 옵티콘.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
너. 인풋.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say happily ever up.
어떡해.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
그녀래, 그녀. 여자친구 있었나 봐.
This is it, Stanley.
너무 무서운데.
Then pick up the phone.
싫어. 안 받아.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving life?
무서워. 무서워. 어떡해.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful. Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
쪽으로밖에 못 가게. 아까 언젠데?
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that you...
왜?
My story! You've destroyed my work!
왜?
Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
뭐야?
Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me?
뭐야?
Is everything all right?
이거 끝이에요?
Stanley, this is
이거 이렇게
important.
뭐 올라갔는데?
The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You can't be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please.
이제 어떻게요?
Choose.
끝난 건가요?
Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know.
싫어.
I need this. The story needs it.
저 이제 가보면 되는 건가요?
So, you hear me?
수고하셨습니다. 여러분.
Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait.
다음에 때 뵐게요.
You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.